First things first, I'm the realest. Drop this and let the whole.
All right, we're here with David Mitchell. He just got through winning the belt with Angel DeAnda. Can you talk about the fight and what actually happened in there?
I fought Angel DeAnda earlier tonight, and we went in and just I've been working on a game plan for him for a couple of months now because that's pretty good notice, and we just went in and executed the gun pin, and it was pretty flawless. But I still feel like he could have done better. But he's a real tough guy, and I think he was kind of hesitant to let his hands go because he knew that I would be trying to take him down. So he didn't really get anything off. And then I just kind of pinned him on the fence, and we just got the game plan of taking guys down and smashing them out. But he was getting back up, and he was super tough. And before I went out, Joey was like, hey, man, if you got to pull guard in this thing, pull guard. And I just kind of saw the opportunity to just kind of pull him down on top of me, but then take his back kind of instantly. Just slip to the side, and I was on his back, and I came up on his back, and like right when I did that, I just started talking to him. I just said one thing to him. I said, you're not getting up. And then I just started punching his ear hole out, and then I ended up choking him.
Well, what kind of choke was that? Because at certain angles, people couldn't tell. I thought it was a rear naked choke.
It's a rear naked choke, I guess. Technically, that's what you would call it, but it's I call it the Jake Shields because you just basically put your forearm right in the middle of his face. You don't care if it's under his throat. It doesn't matter. It's almost better in his teeth. Break his teeth out of his mouth and make suffocate him with your arm. And when I had it across, I was kind of like, this, it's not right. It's not real naked, And DJ, actually, I couldn't believe it. He was like, Jake Shields. He just said Jake Shields, and I knew right then. I was like, oh, I can just finish it right here, and I just squeezed and tap pretty quick. And it's pretty rough spot to be, and he was 2 minutes left in the round. I don't think that he was going anywhere, so I'd already told him that.
Okay. All right. Well, you won both belts here. Well, the 185 belt, which is the newest one.
Yeah, this right here. Yeah, this is the new belt.
Okay.
I don't think anyone else has even ever worn this belt right here. And to me, it's like one of the nicest in MMA. I won this one in 2009. I beat Poppies and War Machine and Bobby Green. I fought here on the first 4 shows. And then tonight, February 5th, 2015, I returned and won this. And, for a few bucks, and it's really great to come back.
All right, and in May they're going to have another Tachi card. Most likely you'll be on there. I don't know if they've talked to you about an opponent yet or being on the card. If that's possible, if it's going down.
Yeah, I told Richard right after the fight that I want to come back in May, and that I was glad that I didn't take the fight with Uriah Hall that I got offered in the UFC. That this coming back here and being at this casino and hanging with my old friends in this tribe, it meant more to me, and then the money or whatever, I don't care about that. So I came out, no sponsors on my shorts, just a Dave Terrell purple belt around my waist, and just represented. And I'd said it after the fight, it's like 12 years of jiu-jitsu. You can't learn that in a day. You can't learn it. There's only one way to learn that, and that's do 12 years of jiu-jitsu. And like I said in the interview we did before the fight, who is he trained with? There's no way. There's no way.
All right, and you know what? Speaking after the fight, you had mentioned a couple of names. One was Max Griffin, and the big buzz is obviously Dave Huckabee. You had called both of those guys out towards the end. Can you elaborate a little bit more on the two that you talked about?
That wasn't who I was planning on shouting out. I was going to go back after Uriah Hall and maybe Michael Bisping and guys like that in the UFC, but just Huckabee blasted me super hard this morning. Said I don't hate very many people or things, but that he hates me, and I just want everyone to know that everything that I've done in this 2014 and coming out to Sacramento and just going crazy has just been purely for marketing buzz. I don't mean any ill. I like Dave Huckabee. We were like homies. He fought on the show that I produced in Santa Rosa. Like, I love the guy, but he's like really angry with me, really wants to fight me. And so, I'll do it. I don't care about weight class. It's the same thing. Like, it's education. That I got the PhD and he got the GED, and there ain't no way that he's driving a car that goes 50 miles an hour and I'm driving a car that goes 150 miles an hour. And that's the difference. It don't matter. I'll fight heavyweight. I'll fight tournaments. If they don't got the education, then they're not going to be able to hang, and I proved that tonight.
Okay. before we fade to black, man, is there any shout outs you want to give before we leave?
First thing is, I want to finish that Huckabee thing.
Okay.
If anybody wants me to fight Huckabee, I want 5 and 5, man. Put the money. That's a super fight. That's the Mega Bowl. I think that's the Mega Bowl. And I want to thank my parents that came here and they're here with me tonight, and my boxing coach, Joey Rodriguez. Ever since we've been working together, 5 fights, 5 game plans, 5 first-round finishes, and you'll see another one in May, God willing.
All right, cool, man. And you know what? Before we leave, I did want to touch on that. About the various people who are hitting you up about that fight, because a lot of people are interested in making that happen. So most likely, if you do take that fight, I'm sure even Dave would want to get paid too. But I seen that there was some talk about maybe some money going to charity. Would you guys be willing to donate if that did happen?
I always type 10% anyway if I can. You know, it's been tough this year because this economy in MMA is really, you know, it's a really back-assward thing right now. But yeah, I'm definitely down to give back, and that's, you know, really what I've decided to do with my life, just make it about service. And I don't really care who's next as far as fights, man, or what I get it paid for. It's more just doing God's work at this point and just, you know, giving up the glory to Him, and just it's just, you know, just want to follow Jesus and, you know, try to do the right thing and work with the kids and whatever it is, let's do it.
First things first, I'm the realest. Drop this and let the whole world feel it. Let them feel it. And I'm still in the murder business. I can hold you down.